I just want to say quickly, I love Screen Rant. I love pitch meetings. Yeah, all of it. It bangs. I've been subscribed for a couple years now.
Oh, that's awesome. My first question's for West, which is a lot of this story is based on how people are affected by like the loss of your character. Did that put pressure on you knowing that like if nobody liked Allison, the audience might not be that involved?
Oh my gosh, thank you for asking that. Yes, 100%. I was like, everyone has to, and she's controversial in a lot of ways and contradictory. And so it was more so than making her likable, but making her human. And I tried my best, the challenge going into it was I have 8 days to show who she is, because once she dies, she's at the mercy, her identity is at the mercy of, rumors and other people's opinions and understanding. So it was just, I just wanted to do her justice in those 8 days and make her the most human and the most real that I could.
And, Jayden, your character is a lot of fun, I think, in this, but the story itself is obviously pretty dark. Was there a struggle for you at all in making sure you nailed the right tone in your performance?
Great question. I just want to say quickly, I love Screen Rant. I love pitch meetings. Yeah, all of it. It bangs. I've been subscribed for a couple years now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And so I think understanding Edwin and the multiple dimensions and layers of what he is feeling and going through because of all the baggage that he holds was my main priority. I think the fun of Edwin may have been more in the consumption of it rather than me doing it, because when I'm operating from Edwin, it's from so much insecurity and overcompensation that it didn't feel as fun as I think when I watch it now. I'm like, oh, he's having a great time. So I kind of just focus on those things, the things that Edwin's grappling with, and just have faith that would bring me the correct tone.
Your characters obviously kind of hit it off early on. What do you think it is about each of them that kind of draws them to each other? Just for both of you.
I mean, I think for Allison, she's enamored by him because of how charming he is, but also because of how different he is. And she arrives on this vacation with the sort of goal of doing something or experiencing something that she never has before. And I think the island life, Edwin, everything that she encounters is so far away from everything that she knows. And I think, that's definitely part of the attraction is this guy is here and she's so curious and he's so attractive. I think part of the allure is definitely like how different Edwin is.
And for Edwin to Allison, I think initially he might categorize her as another girl that likes him, that he could do this or that with. But he can see, even though she's naive and ignorant and makes many faux pas, she is trying to do better. Is it working? Who knows? Maybe not. But she's trying to do better. And I think Edwin finds that quite like intriguing, a little bit amusing as well, but intriguing. She's a bit different to the usual people who stay there. So that lures Edwin.
Yeah. And then I think it's my last one for you, but in just seeing what each of you have done in the past, I feel like this might be kind of a little bit different, a little bit darker for both of you. What was the hardest part of jumping into this project?
I think the hardest part, again, I mean, for one of the challenges was kind of what I said about having such a short period of time to let people access Allison. But I think what was funny about being Allison is, I'm the only one that doesn't experience the post-death sort of trauma and grief and ripple effect of destruction that it has. So Allison has her demons. She's struggling. She's got some pretty dark scenes that happen, especially towards the end. But for the most part, she's having fun, she's like going around on vacation, making out with guys and like wanting to have fun. So it was kind of interesting being the light sort of storyline for at least most of it versus, these other characters who are experiencing the loss.
And for me, the hardest part of shooting was interacting with the storyline and the subject matter, for one. very heavy and very relevant and pertinent, unfortunately, to what we still go through as a society and what I go through being Black, and being from where I'm from. But also then, being in a beautiful country like the Dominican Republic, but ourselves staying some of the time on a resort and meeting the workers and taking part in a thing that we are criticizing, or for me, that Edwin would hate. So kind of interacting with that and taking a look inward, seeing how do I contribute? How am I contributing right now to these systems that we're criticizing? But in that same way, it's a privilege and blessing, because hopefully the audience will look at themselves and see what assumptions do they make, what systems do they take a part in that contribute to these things that we can now see on screen for what they are, like horrible.
That's great. That's all I've got for you, but thank you again for the time. I've been watching the show. It's great. Congratulations on it.